All right, what up? Peace, peace, peace. Hopefully, all's well with y'all, brothers and sisters today. Hopefully, the most out now. I got something on my head. Lord, remember singers, probably some, and probably some of that, from that towel, something. But anyway, hopefully, all is well with y'all, brothers and sisters, man. Hopefully, the most high house y'all. Thank him. Let's thank him again for waking us up this morning, man. Because a lot of times I know, like the brother from Assembly of Firstborn, and it's kind of been popping on my mind every day, man. That's why it's so important to go into saying the Lord's will, or like Proverbs 16:1 says. Listen, like man, like we plan stuff like ahead. Oh, somebody's messaging me. We plan stuff ahead, or plan stuff for a week, month, years from now, something like that. But listen, what did James say? Say everything Lord's will, man. Lord's will we see another day, man. Or don't, like Proverbs 27 says, don't worry about this stuff of don't boast of tomorrow, man. Worry about what's going on today, or what how should I said, don't even worry about tomorrow, man. Just worry about what's going on today. Well, let's just give the Most High and the house our praises for this moment right now, man. Because honestly, man, shoot, man, seriously, man, because that's really important. That's important. That's for showing that love, compassion, that love towards one another, that kindness, that long suffering, things of that nature, man. Some stuff I still got to work on, man. Be even better, man. But showing that love to one another, man. Because I was reading that in one of my favorite scriptures. I was reading that the other day, actually this week on the 10th, Proverbs 10. Love covers all sins, man. Love is like Song of Solomon says, love is stronger than death. But anyway, man. Show love. It actually kind of ties into one I'm about to go into. Show love to your peoples, man. Inside this world, outside this world, man. Seriously, because you know what it is, man. Really, the people are really supposed to get the most high in your house shot when they see you, man. So, that's really when they think of you, man. When they see you, so that's really it. So they can get glorified, man. No glorified of ourselves, man. But anyway, man, I just want to go into something too, because it kind of ties into what I'm going to. Because actually, shout out to the brother. I'm not sure what the brother's name is, but he put up. I was looking on the internet yesterday on Facebook a little bit. Yesterday, I gotta stay off there. I'm not really on there too much. Anyways, another story. But yeah, it was a brother there. Actually, a brother shared it, and I saw it, man. And it's like just going into blind loyalty, man. It's just like actually, let me get this because I'm about to get it. Now I'm gonna say, like, I'm gonna paraphrase what he said. Then I'm gonna get it first, man, because he said, "Listen, man, the fact in a roundabout way, man. He said the fact that Nicodemus had to talk about had to talk to Yahushua at night showed that spoke volumes, and it does, man. Because and the brother said it on the point. I might use it as the thumbnail for this. I hopefully can fit. But he said that's because he said sometimes that could you being loyal, be pretty much blind loyalty, man. You being loyal to the wrong people can cost you from seeing the light. Pretty much that's what he said, and that's actually what my homie just told me. With the little situation I said, he said, "Listen, man, everybody doesn't really deserve loyalty, man, just off front, man. But you know what it is too? It's always a good spirit to have. If you have a giving spirit, even though if you get like Sirach says, many men have not gave and haven't gave anymore because of other men's ill dealings. Or you have a giving spirit, always get that always still keep that giving spirit. Now use wisdom and discernment, know when to use it, when to do it, when not doing it accordingly. But if you have a given spirit, or if you're a very loyal person, no, never lose that spirit, man. Never lose that spirit, man. If you have good quality, if anything, if you have good qualities about you, but somebody does you wrong and stuff like that, honestly, man, just do know it. You okay? You learn from it. You move on. Like I just said, that is which is past. Like I went into the other day. Leave that behind. Okay, you learn from it. You move forward, and you do things, and you adjust accordingly, man. You learn from it. Like they say, the best teacher is your last mistake, man. Your mistakes are your best teachers, man. Honestly, but. So yeah, man, that's what it is. But if you're loyal, man, always keep that, man. If you forgiver, always have that qualities about you, man. Or whatever good qualities you have, never lose those for a bad situation, man. Because actually, yeah. Let me get this in Romans real quick, man. Because this is what kind of Paul was saying. This kind of what this kind of goes into. It says, yep, this is it. It says, yeah, man, always keep the good qualities about you, man. It's kind of going to what I'm going to, but. Romans chapter 8, verse 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ or Mashiach? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or the pearl, or sword? So yeah, man, nothing can separate you from the Most High Yahushua, man. Always, pretty much, always keep those good qualities about you, man. Keep those good things about you, man. Even though, but the thing is too, Yahushua, even like first of all, the whole scriptures warn us about things that's going to happen to us. Like even Sarai, 2:1 says something like the Most High says, "Listen, if you come to serve me, you're gonna go through temptation. You're going through trials, going to go through trials and tribulations." Also, like Acts says, Acts 14:22, one of my favorites too. Much tribulation, much that comes to kingdom, man. And even if you going through get betrayal, something like that. Yahushua got betrayed. A bunch of people got betrayed. People got done wrong, man. So offenses will come, man. Yahushua knew Judas was going to do that thing. It's crazy, if you kind of don't know. So, but Yahushua knew that he was going to do that, or it's very much no temptation uncommon to man, pretty much. They went through it. That's what Joseph went through, betrayal. Everybody, or so pretty much that's what I'm saying, man. And having blind loyalty, but pretty much going back to what I'm saying, man. Having blind loyalty, man, that can cost you though. That can cost you. But I'm about to get it too. But that does. Let me just get this John 3:1, man. That does. Let's get John 3:1. You know what? That kind of lines up with what I just said. Cause oh my gosh, it's somewhere in I can't find it, but it's all good. I'm about to get it too. I'm gonna get it. It says, there was a man, John chapter 3 verse 1. There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. The same came to Yahushua by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know thou art a teacher come from Yahweh, for no man can do these miracles except Yahweh be with him. So yeah, the fact that but it said, what does it say? He came to Yahushua by night. So what's that saying? Because he knew Nicodemus knew what a lot of things, the things that Yahushua was saying is true, but he just that's the spirit. That's the spirit. You do. I think Mace said it too. Listen, Mace said it in the interview. He said, listen, he's pretty much Mace is going to respect her person, saying, listen, man, I rock, and I'm not putting this on Nicodemus. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying in general. Because I don't know. And also too, all the Pharisees as well wasn't wicked. You had people like Nicodemus, and you know what? He probably had some good people, some good upright just men out there. Probably a few, but But for the most part, not all Pharisees wicked, but for the most part, a lump of them, were. So, but I said to say too, but back to a point what I was saying about a little Mason interview clip he was watching. He said it was pretty much going to respect a person. He said, listen, man, always go with what's. He said always go with what's right, pretty much. He said, listen, you close with somebody here, close with somebody there, say, listen, I rock with you, I got love for you, but you're wrong in situations, stuff like that. And that's what that sometimes blind loyalty can do, or things of that nature. And that all comes with respect to persons and things of that nature. That ties into it, but that's kind of something else. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is, man. And I don't know, because I wasn't there during the time, but Nicodemus probably had some he probably was with him so long, because I'm just trying to think of being spiritual now, thinking where he probably was with him for a long time, and so they had a good relationship to him, and they probably never did him that way, but still sometimes he leaned towards that, because I know this is up just right. I know this is the son of the Most High. I know this is the prophet unto me. I know who this is, because no man could do these things unless the Most High is with him, man. So that's what he's saying, and that blood, and later on, Nicodemus did, he paid for the burial, and Nicodemus was he did rock with the Lord. So that's what I'm saying. But I'm gonna say that to say, because blind loyalty can cost you a lot of times, man. Because and two, yeah, that's what I was gonna say too before it slipped my mind. Because a lot of times it was a point, I forgot where it's at in the scripture, where the account is, but they knew pretty much Yahushua. They knew what a lot of people that were following the Pharisees and stuff like that in the synagogues knew what Yahushua was saying is true, but they were scared to leave, pretty much. And that happens to this day, man. No matter what fraction, man. Never what, because certain people, brothers and sisters, and certain, I ain't gonna say no things, say no names or whatever, but no matter what the denomination is, but or even just in life, okay, this is things in truth, okay, but they're scared to leave. It's no, certain brothers and in certain congregation, whatever fraction they are, they know that what's going on is wrong, but they're kind of they're scared to leave. But and that's just in life, man. Just being like, what it is, just go with what's right, man. Actually go with, the best advice I got. One of the best advice I got is walk. My brother told me, listen, man. He said, listen, if it doesn't feel right, don't do it, man. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it, man. So that's what it is too. But also too, man, that's going into blind loyalty, man. Because it's like, that's what it is, man. Because it's like the fact that he had to talk to him by night, knew it's like, oh shoot, man. And all it is, that's what I was gonna say too. You kind of had to have that, like, that Jonathan spirit, man. Jonathan didn't care, and Saul was his pops. Saul was his dad, but Jonathan didn't care. He said, but what he did was right. He said, no, I know the same thing. No, that all ties in. That all ties in. No, I'm gonna read this one more time. John chapter 3, verse 2. It says, the same came to Yahushua by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come from Yahweh. For no man can do these things that thou except Yahweh be with him. So yeah, exactly. So what? Just like that Jonathan spirit though, man. It's kind of actually parallel in a sense, man. It is, because what? Like I said, wow, that's crazy. Wow, I never even thought about this. All praise to the Most High. Because what was that? The house of Saul. Actually, no. Let's get this. Let's get 2 Samuel real quick. 2 Samuel 3, right? Let's get this too. Damn, I didn't even think of it till now. Wow. That's crazy. It's very parallel. Let's get 2 Samuel chapter 3 and verse 1. Let's get it. Second Samuel chapter 3 verse 1. It says, really? Come on now. Now there was a long war between the house of Saul and the house of David. David waxed stronger and stronger, and the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker. That kind of scared shit out of me. Wow. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, I'm read this again. Now there was a long war between the house of Saul and the house of David, but David waxed stronger and stronger, and the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker. So yeah, man. So yeah, man. So that's like, let's go with this again, because what was that? The house of Saul again, pretty much being the Pharisees, pretty much, and the house of David pretty much being Yahushua, like I said before, man. And this is a good instance of that, because in this proverbially speaking, like being parallel, it's kind of like Nicodemus is kind of like Jonathan in a sense. Not that he really was really that close, well, I don't know, he was that close to Yahushua, but he didn't care like at that point. It's like, I'm with you, man, because it's like, shoot. That's why Yahushua came out the house of David, came out the line of David, man, because it's what? Mercy, merciful, but mercy, love, faith, all that stuff. But the house of Saul, what? When the Pharisees, what? Unmerciful, persecution, things of that nature. But because man, Jonathan didn't care that, and David was. Saul was his father, but he didn't care because he knew, like, listen, but the Most High is with David though, some in spirit, like, I don't care what that says. Actually, what? That's going to sound right. That's kind of going to something else, but I don't know if that's going to go into I don't know if that would be. That's just going to sound right. I won't be ashamed to defend my friend, but it's all good. I don't know. I wouldn't get into that. That might go into something else, but anyway, but at the same time though, I kind of see, but at the same time though, I gotta my bad, that thing just kind of threw me off, but at the same time, I kind of understand though that the kind of like things of that nature of because you gotta I'm putting myself in Nicodemus' shoes, because I understand the power and influence, like that the Pharisees had at the time, the power that they had. So I understand, it's like, yo, shoot, if I do that, if I that's how I gotta go to them by night, because if I do, man, they might kill me. But but at the same time too, like that Romans 8, we just read, nothing should separate you between the Most High, in your house, and the truth, man, in the light, man. But I'm not casting aspersions on Nicodemus, because he later rocked with the Lord. He paid for his burial. He's more behind, too. And one thing too, I like about like Nicodemus things, and he did stuff. He probably did a lot more things behind the scenes, man. So it's just like you don't really have to go into all that too. But yeah, but let's get to Sirach chapter 12. My bad, Joe. Somebody threw something out of that kind. threw me off. Kind of scared the shit out of me a little bit, but kind of cause in the flow of things. But it's all good though. But yeah. Let's get to Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1. Cause yeah, man, blind loyalty can what you call him too, man. Cause like even though I still gotta, not that I'm some this great guy stuff like that, but I still gotta work on that, man. Cause that's why actually I have a homie. He actually warns me about that, a lot. Even some other people warn me, told me about that a lot. He said, listen, like oh, like you do good for people, but you kind of gotta watch that thing because actually too, I gotta work on that too. Like being too hasty, like like Cyrus says, proving people pretty much. You gotta be wise at it. Kind of gotta, cause moving with love and things of that nature. Cause that's all I say. Okay, cool. Let me get this too before I go on. Cause when it says try the spirit by the spirit, man, it's not you being Sherlock Holmes or Perry Mason or Inspector Gadget. You're just kind of you can still be a brother, show no man nothing but to love him, but still examine that person as well, man. Things of that nature too, because it's like okay, still could like be brotherly, but you still examine that person. You don't be standoffish. You don't be rude. Don't be like that. No, that's not the spirit that. Don't be off-putting. No, you still treat no man nothing but to love him, but still still could do it at the same time too. It's a balance of things. It's like you're just like because when you do that, because like a lot of times too, when it says try the spirit by the spirit, man, it's not like you're asking the people just a bunch of questions to see the the aha I got you moment. That's like the Pharisee spirit. That's what a lot of times the Pharisees they're tempting. That's what the Pharisees did did that to Yahweh Shah. Like, no, that's not what that means too. But I say that as an aside, but but not that I'm just some great, not to boast of myself or anything like that nature, man. But but still, man, it's like kind of being too hasty sometimes. The knowing who you're doing good too, because then that blind loyalty that can get you too. It can, but you learn from it and you move on. But you move accordingly, man, because that's what happened. But let me get this too, because to the point though. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 1. He says, when thou Ecclesiastes also knows Sirach chapter 12 verse 1. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it, so shalt thou be thanked for thy benefit. So yeah, man, if you're going to do good to somebody, if you're going to be loyal to somebody, know who you're actually doing it for, man. That's why it's actually said no, and that's why maybe I should read that too. I might read that. Yeah, yeah. Let me use that too. Yeah, I'm gonna read this again. It says, Ecclesiastes also known Sirach chapter 12 verse 1. When thou doest good, knowest thou whom thou doest it. I'm sorry. So shalt thou be thanked for thy benefit. So yeah, man. Because honestly, man. Because I know he doing it good too, man. Because there's a lot of people that and that's I say this all the time. I said this with a brother. The two, man, especially we live in a world with a bunch of guile and deceit, people with ulterior motives and agendas, man. So that's really is, man. Because actually I was talking about that in somebody like last week, a Lyft driver, man. Because he like a good guy, cool guy. He does like sells He was doing something business like selling buildings and renting out to people. He said, listen, man. You kind of gotta, it sucks, man, because you actually got good people out here and stuff like that. But we live in such a world like that with a bunch of guile and deceit, man. It's just like, it's like, it's really bad. It's really bad, man. So that's what it is. So that's why, what it is too, and that's really bad, but that's the reality, because it's a lot of good, upstanding people, but like Sirach says, listen, like I know that talks about like many people have not given to anybody with people because other people they got hurt by people in the past, but actually last night I'm gonna go into this too, because actually last night I was looking at I saw some online on a Facebook post, whatever, and a sister, I don't know, she said, listen, I have no sympathy anymore, pretty much. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Be strong like I did. And I was just going through the comments. Some people's agreeing, but some people kind of understand. It's like, no, man, there's pain, there's hurt there. And that all comes from healing too, man. That's why we got to come in this word, by the words of testimony, your house shot in the volume of the book, and in the words of of the Lord, man, because that's where we get our healing from, man. Like, these words heal us, man, because a lot of things I got, like I was going to the other day, man, because that's hurt that. That's why a lot of times, like, people that were upstanding people or had some like level of love and compassion, but they just got done wrong and stuff like that. Now they just cruel and cold, but you never lose that spirit. Even though Most High even says that never be not weary of well doing, be not weary of having that good spirit, man. Never have that, man. But because I remember even 50 said one time, I think he said after he got shot 9 times, or he lost a lot of empathy, man. He lost a lot of sympathy. He kind of turned cold after that. It's just like now, and somebody with his upbringing, I kind of understood that, not be you being like just cold and cruel and stuff of that nature, then just not having no compassion. I mean, but you can see why. But just knowing people, the psychology of people, you kind of see why somebody turned out that way. But the Most High House has commanded being that way, because the Most High House, they gave us that warning how the things was going to happen. But yeah, man, then that's why you got to know who you're going to blind loyalty can cost you. Because let me go to Matthew right quick. Let's go to Matthew 15, because a lot of times the people you're loyal to, they blind themselves, man. They ain't really, sometimes you got the fact that they're good to you, but because like I say this all the time, listen, I could be the best person in the world to somebody over here, but this person, somebody over here, I'm the worst person in the world. So that dynamic, those things happen, man. But kind of gotta know who you're being loyal to and who you're being good to, man. But still, even if you read Sirach says, listen, don't matter, you're still gonna get a recompense. Just having that spirit, you're gonna get a recompense from the Most High. But Matthew chapter 15 verse 14, it says, let them alone, let the blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Yeah, you could get caught up, messing with the wrong people, being loyal to the wrong people. How many good, how many good, upstanding people are in life, in prison, or dead, because they were actually good people, but they was loyal, or they followed and they were loyal to the wrong person. They cost them their life, man, either on this side, and even in life, or in jail, or in the grave, man. Because there's a lot of it's a lot of actually good, upstanding people, like that happened to. But unfortunately, it got watched. Like that blind loyalty can cost you, man. It can. I know, my bad, y'all. I know go from here to here, but that's just is what it is, man. But yeah, man. That's why but the Most High, He'll always put people in the position that they need to be, man. Because let me get to Sirach 6 now. Let's go back to Sirach. Because listen, man. Yeah, exactly. Ecclesiastes chapter 6, verse 7. I'll start verse 16. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. Yep. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright, for as he is, so shall his neighbor be also. Yeah, man, that could be in the word, even sometimes out the word, man, because that's why scripture say Sirach even says don't forsake an old friend, man, because honestly, man, you're gonna be actually loyal to somebody that's just like yourself. It's gonna have kindred spirits, man. It's like, all right, cool, like it's just kind of like one of those things, like it's like how high, for example, man. Even though I hate to use an example, like you're gonna find like I'm about to get this in Sirach 13 real quick, but it's just like how high, like remember when how high Red and Meth, Method Man, Red Man, there's some people just meant to just rock together, be together. It could be in a relationship or a friendship or it's whatever type of that business, whatever. That's how the Most High has things a lot of times. It's like it's just kindred spirits, like he pulled up. He said, "God weed, God blunt." That in that scene, he was just telling you like, okay, they was just meant they had kindred spirits, like and that's what we just kind of read. Sorry, and I'm not saying smoke weed or anything that nature. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just hopefully y'all get the point of what I'm trying to say, but. Certain things like that, it's just going to be like that, man. It's just going to, the Most High is going to have you, people going to be loyal to you, and people that's going to reciprocate that to you. It's going to be like a thing that's just unsaid, because that's how I actually met my homie, man. It was like I was at a we was at a it was a job training program at the time, but I ain't gonna go into it, man. But we kind of looked at each other. It's like, oh shit, like he on the same time I'm on, so it's just kind of, it was an unsaid thing. It's like that's how the Most High works. Like that kindred spirits, man. That's how the Most High, and that's too the Most High actually the Most High actually calls it. I know I'm about to go into another video of the Lord's will, man. But that's how it's crazy how the Most High works, man. It really is, man. Cause all that this stuff like that. Cause I was watching Dragon Ball Z yesterday, man. I was watching that, like all that, like cause that's real, man. Spirit, like reading somebody's energy, reading somebody's spirit, man. That's real, man. That's really real, man. That's really why I think in John 1:47, Yahushua read, what you call him, Nathaniel's spirit. He said, "Oh wow, Israelite indeed, without guile or deceit, without any guile or in him, man." So that's really real, man. So. And that's really the thing too, man. But yeah, man. But pretty much I say my bad. I kind of went from here to here. But that blind loyalty can cost you, man. It can, man. So you gotta watch, like Cyrex says, watch you do good for, man. Watch you do good for, man. Watch, like who you do good for, man. Honestly, man, because this is all. But never lose that spirit. But or if you have a loyal spirit, if you have a giving spirit, have a kind, loving spirit, never lose that, man. But just kind of gotta use wisdom and discernment, and who you're going to use that for, or treat people accordingly, man. That's it, man. I know for this Ecclesiastes, also in Sirach chapter 13, verse 16. All flesh can sort according to his kind, and a man will cleave to his like. So yeah, man. That's really it, man. So yeah, man, that's that blind loyalty, man. Some of that's actually recently happened to me. It didn't really happen to me on that example. My homie, he even kind of told me on that, man. He said, "Listen, man, actually several times, man. So something I need to work on, man. And I don't say that like I'm just some great upstanding guy or boast something like that, man. Because I got things I need to work on too. A lot of things I need to work on too. But but I say to say not just let me say this too, not to toot my own horn or something like that, because I remember the R. Kelly interview back he did. What was it? It was hilarious. The one when he was crying. It was funny as shit. But because Gayle Kane, she asked him. He said, "Listen, what she asked? I forgot." But R. Kelly, he pretty much said, man. He said, I wish I just didn't have a big enough heart, because it gets me every time. I don't mean it to say like that. Y'all that seen the interview, y'all know what I'm saying, but I don't mean it to say something like that. Like, I just wish, like, I'm some good person. People just do me wrong, because that can get you a victim mentality. You don't want that, man. But, you learn from it and you move on, too. But, there's blind loyalty, man, that can cost you from seeing the light, man. It can, man. But, that's kind of like, even that's why that dynamic was that spoke volumes with Nicodemus, man. Because the fact they even had to talk to Yahushua by night, that's something that we need to, like, think about, meditate on, man. Because that's really is what it is, too, man. Because, like, how many times I see something like that, like, somebody you go to extra, and not even just myself or something like that. Y'all seen other people experience, like they went the extra mile and the hell and back for somebody, and they didn't do that for them, or they just kind of off, like it's kind of always off putting for them, or they just like it's kind of like you kind of gotta watch that. It's like, all right, it's like when even watch this too, like Malachi says, even take heed of somebody's spirit, like watch somebody's spirit with that too, like when you're when like something's good. Actually, that's why Proverbs 14 says, listen, your joy is your own too, because because you could help somebody, something like that, do something for somebody like that, and you kind of go all the way, even your spirit's so invested with them. But when it's time to you have an event or you having something like that, they show up, but they're not as like then the spirit's kind of different. I don't know. I'm trying to. I don't know. Hopefully, y'all, what I'm saying is making sense. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't know. It's just like it's just like you see the spirit's not really like they're not as like like upbeat for you as you are for them, pretty much. So you gotta watch that too. But anyway, man. And make sure you're not like that for other people, man, because this word is double-edged sword, man, because if that's in you, kind of try to purge that out as well with you. So yeah, because actually I had to add that recently somebody, they had to kind of call me out on that. I kind of had to consider. They said, listen, not that deep, but I was like, no, it is serious, because every time like I ain't gonna get into it, but every time like for this other person, I go somewhere with you, but when you always kind of say no or something like that, I had to check that with him myself too. But all right, man. Hopefully, I'm about to get out of here, man. Hopefully, it's edifying. I know it's talked a lot, but hopefully, the Most High in your house blesses your day. So peace.